Hey everybody, it's Comic Book Hangover with my weekly haul video. But before I get started, I'd like to just say again, thank you everybody for your support, for all of my subscribers, the people who have been leaving the likes and the comments down below. If you do enjoy what you see here, if you do like what I do in my little rinky-dink videos here, please subscribe, hit that notification button, and when we're done, feel free to like the video. Actually, you can like the video right now if you like. I'd be okay with that, and comment down below. But before I get into my usual stuff, last week I didn't have a whole lot of books. This week I didn't have a whole lot of books, so normally that would make this a very short video, but I found a few things that I can talk about to kind of pad it, kind of keep that around, hopefully keep it around that 10-minute mark this time. So before we get into this week's books and the padding, let's talk about last week's books. This one here I just want to mention because I like the cover for it. This is the Batman The Adventures Continue #8. This is the final issue in the miniseries. This is the variant cover I picked up last week. For two reasons. It had Batgirl on the cover, and it's also got Joker, a really nice Joker in the background. But really not much to talk about in this issue. There was as a Christmas party that Harley Quinn wanted to have, invited a bunch of Batman's rogues. There's some nice little Easter eggs from Batman the Animated Series. I think even the Condiment King was in here. But you had the main sort of the other A story besides Harley wanting to have her party was Scarface and the ventriloquist. The ventriloquist had finally gotten away from Scarface, the little dummy gangster guy, and the Joker wanted to throw a wrench into Harley's Christmas party, so he was going to bring Scarface and bring it to the ventriloquist and kind of set back his treatments. But it was a pretty good story. It not really a whole lot of action in it. It was one of those episodes of Batman the Animated Series where it was very story driven and not so much action. But great cover. This is by far my favorite variant cover that I've picked up in a while. The other one, I mean, there's really not much more I could say about this series. Something is Killing the Children. I mean, it's great. Though this one here, we find out a little bit more about that little stuffed animal that Erica carries around with her. We see more about what's in it, because we know that there's a monster in there, and it talks to her, and nobody else can hear it. But in this one here, this thing comes out, and it's tied to her. It's tied to her past. I don't want to say too much about it, because I mean, some people may not have had a chance to read it yet, and I don't like to do spoilers here. So it was an amazing read. It really, really was, and that's something that's kind of becoming a regular thing for this series. Like, each issue is just so well done. The art is amazing. The story is just awesome. The concept is great. I'm really eager to see where it goes from here. I really want that 15th issue, because the way this one ended, man, it really did end on a really big cliffhanger high mark. So just another great, amazing issue of Something is Killing the Children. So moving on, let's talk about the books that I picked up this week. Reprint. Facsimile edition, Amazing Spider-Man number 101. This was the first appearance of Morbius, the Living Vampire. This is also during the Six-Arm Spider-Man saga. You can see his little six arms there. I did also pick up the poster version of this, because I like to have, I don't know what it is, but having posters of comic book covers, especially old school comic book covers, it's just so much fun. It's great. I like to have them up on my wall. Just fun. So that'll actually probably be up on my wall next week. So another one I picked up this week, and this one I just read, so it's out of the bag. It's got the board behind it, but this is what is this? Deep Beyond #1. I don't know if this is an ongoing series or a mini series. The way the first issue reads, it feels like it's going to be a mini series, but this is the Mirka Andolfo cover. It was created by Mirka Andolfo, who did Mercy not too long ago. So it was a tough decision, because she did this cover, and Peach Momoko did another cover, which was a beautiful cover. I had a hard time deciding, but it went. The reason why I chose the Andolfo cover is because I have a lot of Peach Momoko covers. I don't have a lot of Mirka Andolfo. I'm actually just now getting into Mirka Andolfo and the stuff that she does through Mercy. It was just a very impressive miniseries. I really, really liked it. So I went with her cover, because it's her book, it's her creation, it's her baby. Again, I don't know if it's a miniseries or an ongoing. Hopefully it's the way that the story feels, and I'll get into this more next week, is it. I think a mini series would work better than an ongoing series, but we'll see. We'll see. Grab a couple of second prints this week. This one, I don't know. I like the cover, and there seems to be a big deal out of this. And I figure, why not? It's probably high time I have one of these books in my collection, because I've never had, other than an issue of Marvel Age that I no longer have, I don't have a single Star Wars comic book in my entire collection. So this is Star Wars The High Republic Adventures #1. It's actually not a second print. This is the first issue. I thought it was a second printing, but it's not. But this is the first issue, and my understanding of these IDW Star Wars Adventures books is they're I don't think they're canon. I don't think they're part of the Marvel continuity that they're creating right now. But these books seem to be geared towards a wider audience, where the Star Wars books, more mature stuff. These books are more all ages. That's the impression that I get anyway. But that was a pretty cool cover, and why not? There's a lot of hype over this thing, so I'll have just the one Star Wars book in my collection. This one though, this is a second print, and just because I like the first print. They're doing a lot of these. This is Amazing Spider-Man 55, second print, and you can kind of see, I still have the poster up of the first print cover, so a little bit of a, how about if I go like that? There's a little side-by-side comparison. How about that? So it's a neat cover, although they are going a little crazy with this. I know I guess there's a Venom version of it, there's a Carnage version of it, just, all kinds of just Marvel doing what Marvel does, and that's, you have a horse, you beat it to death, and then you keep going even after the thing has been beaten to a bloody pulp. So those are all the books that I picked up. So let's talk about the filler stuff. Now, this is something I got a while ago. I don't know why I haven't talked about it here, because this is actually, for me, this is actually really, really cool. I got off of eBay this little black envelope, and you can see it says on there Infinity Gauntlet. When this thing was up, it was only like $20 or something like that. So, because I guess the person who had it, it was not open, and they didn't know what was in it. So they erred on the side of caution, which I understand. Err on the side of caution. Don't ask for extravagant amount of money, just because it's a sealed black envelope from Marvel. So of course, when I got it, I had to open it up, because this stuff is more, means more to me open, and I get to enjoy it than if it's just in there. So the one thing that it came with was this, and of course, yes, this is in a magazine-sized bag and board, because why not? And it's from the Marvel Entertainment Group. There you go. And just roughly saying, says, "Dear retailer, mysterious black envelope. Assuming you didn't submerge this in water before opening it, you are now perusing the Mighty Marvel Infinity Gauntlet promotion kit. In our ever diligent efforts to help you promote Marvel Madness, we've concocted this goodie bag chock full of stuff designed to increase Infinity Gauntlet sales. It includes an awesome full-size Infinity Gauntlet poster, which I have up here. I have wanted one of these for the longest time. Came close to getting it once or twice. Was not able to do it. I finally got it. Full-size Infinity Gauntlet promo poster. And I also put up my J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man vs. Venom poster. So, alright, so it has that in there. And 5 spiffy card racks. Now these, let me take one of these out. Rack cards. Now these would go behind your Infinity Gauntlet. They would go in the rack, and they would go behind, so readers would know that this is an Infinity Gauntlet title. So I have 5 of these, and they're suggesting putting it behind every title that goes with Infinity Gauntlet to kind of promote the event. And it also has a neato, as it says here, register stand, which is this guy here. You fold this back, you set that right on top of your register, so people will see the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Gauntlet logo, and says, sure to catch everyone's attention at checkout, reminding them to ask if they missed any Infinity Gauntlet must-haves. So that, of course, is also going to go in a bag and board. Some of these Infinity Gauntlet things, though, I might use in my regular boxes just to kind of be a place mark for my Infinity Gauntlet series. But this is kind of cool. It says, put this stuff to use right away. What with Thanos possessing ultimate power and all, we may not have much time. So I don't know if Marvel does stuff like this anymore. I doubt that they do. But this is actually something that's kind of cool to have. A little piece of Marvel history. Plus, Infinity Gauntlet was my favorite event. When I started collecting in 1990, the Infinity Gauntlet followed shortly thereafter, and it was my first big event. And it was actually the event that introduced me to the bulk of the Marvel Universe. At that point in time, I was basically just in the Ghost Rider. He was making guest appearances in other books, so I would read, when he was in Punisher, War Journal, when he was in Amazing Spider-Man or Fantastic Four. I was, picking up all these other titles. But Infinity Gauntlet was my introduction to the bulk of the Marvel Universe, since it involved pretty much everybody. And that's where I became a big fan of the Silver Surfer. I really got an interest in the cosmic part of the Marvel Universe. So, Adam Warlock, Thanos, Mephisto, the Celestials, Galactus, Love and Hate, the Stranger, the Beyonder, the In-Betweener, all these characters. I really, really enjoyed them. But that's my filler. That's my padding right there to kind of stretch this video out a little bit more. I'm probably at that 10-minute mark, so I can wrap this up. But again, I'm so super happy to have this poster. That's the only thing that kind of is kind of annoying about it is that it's not full. It's not widthwise with my other posters, but it still looks neat. What I may try to do is I'm going to keep it in here. Maybe put some black borders along it or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something, but I love it. Very happy with it. So this thing here I want to put in a bag, but it's too big to put in a magazine bag and board, so I might have to go up to like treasury size, which is going to suck because treasury size bags and boards are massive. So anyway, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I hope everybody else had a great new comic book day. Hopefully you grabbed more books than I did. Man, my pull list is it's getting pretty sparse. It's getting pretty sparse lately, but hopefully everybody else had a great week, great new comic book day. I'm going to be looking forward to checking out some other videos, seeing who got what, and what people are thinking about the books that are coming out now. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, that notification button down there. It'd be great. Give me a share my video. That'd be awesome. What else? That comments. Give me some comments down below. I've had some really good conversations, and I have maintained some friendships outside of YouTube. We meet here, then we just, here's my Instagram, here's my Facebook, and then we start talking about comic books. It's a lot of fun. It's nice to be able to talk positively about comic books for a change. So, thanks again. We'll see everybody next week. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.